What's going on, everybody? Stream manager, give me just a sec. All right. How's the quality? Does it look a little better than last stream? I changed a few things. I did a test stream. Give me just a sec, guys. Give me 2 minutes, guys. All right. I'm back. My friend just told me his wife's pregnant, so I had to take that call. So that's pretty crazy. That is pretty wild. If we can get some congratulations in the chat, that'd be lit. and I will get the music going. My wife isn't pregnant. One of my friends' wives is pregnant. So just to make sure we're on the same page. I don't think I'm ready for kids yet. Which one is it? There we go. Cool. So yeah, that's pretty exciting. When kids? Not for a little while for me. So you are pregnant. Got it. Congrats. Who is the father? I'm not gonna just say who my friend is, but yeah, pretty hyped for them. So that's why I was quiet for a little bit starting this stream. So I apologize for me being quiet at the beginning. It was for a good cause. Bendu is the father. Alright, well, thanks everyone for tuning in. Here we are again on Twitch. Today is Thursday, December 9th. Bitcoin is still choppy, but there are opportunities out there to take advantage of for a good cause. There you go. Is this Christmas lo-fi better? The one yesterday had the crackling in it, and everyone thought it was my mic, so hopefully this one doesn't have that. If it does, we will find a new one for a good cause. I see what you did there. What's up, Easy Charts? Can't believe they're pregnant. It's pretty crazy. So, alright. A lot of people wanted the dark, so we're rocking with the dark. I think it comes through a little more clearly. I might edit some settings a little bit, but I think we talk about trading for a little bit, and then I might do a little customization, and you guys can help me. I'm not ready to have a kid. Maybe when I'm like 28. My friend is the father. I still need a few years. Hit some crypto goals. Retire. I think Twitch is good, guys. I think we like Twitch. Appreciate all the new followers. All right, let's get started. So, we have been talking about a short. We talked about this. Yeah, there's a so if you go to my channel or whatever on Twitch, you can rewatch the stream, and I'm also gonna download and upload them to YouTube, and then throw the AVAX is mooning. Oh, AVAX Mong. Oh, okay. I thought you guys said mooning. Wrecked Proof likes the stream, my guy. How the F do you use this platform? Wrecked Proof, when are you streaming with me? Everybody wants to know. I don't remember what I was saying. Boomer Wrecked Proof? Me and Wrecked Proof are pretty close in age. We hang out every now and then. Daddy cause. No, I'm not having the kid. My friend is. My friend is my wife. Is that the real Wrecked Proof? Should I call him right now? Is that you in the chat? If yes, I'll make you a mod. I don't want no scammers. What does Wrecked Proof sound like? Yeah, that's why I don't want to dox his voice if he doesn't want me to. Rigo, what's up? Wrecked Proof. Okay. That I just got confirmation that is indeed the real Wrecked Proof. Bro, how do I make someone a mod? Oh, I'm so stupid. Manage suspicious user. Dude. Oh, mod Wrecked Proof. Alright, Wrecked Proof, you a mod now. Okay. I've been taking a little while to get started, so we should jump into things. Real quick, shout out Magic Eden, shout out Bybit. I got a NordVPN discount in the description if you guys need a VPN, and that's pretty much it. If you scroll down, you can see a bunch of links like to my Twitter and stuff like that if you would like to support the free streams. And now I think we're going to jump into the analysis. So we streamed last on Tuesday right here. And I was saying, I think we actually streamed right in here. And I said I was short. And the reason for that was basically we made a move above Monday's high. We had some divs as extra confluence here, broke down below Monday's high and retested it. On the stream we were talking about how we were looking for a possible bounce around the weekly open or Monday's mid-range. We did end up getting that, rally into Monday's high once again, take out any stops around here with this, with this wick. And then we've bled all the way back down here. So my initial entry was here. I added some more when we lost the weekly open here. I was asleep here, but still don't think I would have added because there wasn't really much of a structure. Like I had no lower high to trail my stop down to. So if this was just going to nuke all the way, I just would have taken the profit. Because it came up, had some structure here, lower high there, and then broke below the weekly open, and then started to respect that on a closing basis, like not being able to get back above it. I added some more here, brought the stop down to here, and I closed at 47,700 right there. And I posted that on Twitter in real time for anyone that missed it. So that was basically the short play. And someone asked, I'm going to delete this. Someone asked on Twitter, who's like, why did you close here instead of waiting for the target to get hit? And I still think we will come down for those lows, but I did close it early regardless. What are you guys talking about? I didn't take anyone's Bitcoin. And so there's a concept called evolving R that we are going to talk about. Oh boy. We'll do RR. Evolving risk to reward. So we're going to start this off with some education. Get your notepads out, your whiteboard, your paper. Rex Proof, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You watched Cred's video on it yesterday? Well, he probably explains it a lot better than I'm about to. But here we go. So I don't remember my exact first entry. I think it was like 50,750, something like that. We'll just say it was there. Okay. Stop loss above this high. Why do I do that? And we're targeting Monday's low. So this is your trade setup. This is your trade setup, right? A 2.89 risk to reward trade. And yes, we will be talking about NFTs. There's a mint coming up that I want to tell you guys about, but I don't want to tweet about it because I want people to actually be able to mint it, all right? And if you guys have questions, we'll probably do some more Q&A later, but for now, we're doing some explaining and stuff. So, evolving risk to reward. Here's your short setup. It's a 2.8R short setup. So, the idea of evolving risk to reward means that as price goes down, what are you risking to stay in that trade for what target? And so if you're trailing your stop down, that changes as well, right? So the thing was, and usually the middle of this is your entry, but for this exercise, the middle is going to be like where price is. So let's say you're looking at your chart when I was today, right around here at 47,700. That's where price was. My stop loss was still up here. And I wanted to squeeze out that extra 1.2% while risking 5.55. Is this a good trade setup? I would not take this trade setup. So the idea of evolving R, or RR, risk to reward, is that as it gets closer to your target, what are you risking for that last little bit? And I was like, you know what? We're about 1% away from my target. This could bounce from here and do something like this. Like, we were kind of grinding down pretty steadily. Like, we hadn't had many bounces really at all. And I was looking at it and I was like, you know what? There's a chance we front run that low. There might be a lot of people watching it. I am going to take this 2.4R win instead of trying to get that extra 0.4, risking everything we've made already. So I'm sure we could go. I'm sure that there could be a better, more straightforward way of me to explain this if I didn't just think about talking about it on the spot. Like if I could actually write up some stuff about it. But the TLDR is that as your trade progresses, what are you risking to stay in the trade? And Rexproof is a beast because he was up at 5 a.m. and I wasn't. And he closed his short around here. And then he could have reshorted when it retested Monday's high instead of risking all this unrealized P&L. So ideally, the better way to play this would have been close some here, get back in up here, may even have been able to get away with a stop there and then close another one. But yeah, he killed it with that short close. But yeah, would you take this trade? Because there's about a 0% chance I would. Even if I have an 80% certainty that this low gets tagged, this is not worth it for me, right? Squeezing this last 0.4R of profit, it's just not worth it. And the evolving R is 0.22 because I would have tightened my stop loss. But CJ, what's good, bro? I was talking with Ninja and he said that dark charts don't really bleed as much when you're streaming. And so I was like, you know what? All right. I guess I will use a dark chart. So that's the idea behind evolving R. If there are any questions specifically about that, let me know. Rexproof is from the future. I can confirm. Why does price like to take out highs and lows? What's the point reason? So the reason is that at swing highs and swing lows, there are stop losses built up. And so if we assume there are a lot of stop losses here, stopping out those longs, creating market sell orders, would fill big long orders down here. If you trade with a large sum of money, you need to look for areas of liquidity to fill your orders. And so you look where people might have stop losses. So earlier, there might have been a lot of stop losses above these equal highs. This stopped out all of them. But this would be a better example. Long stop losses here. You stop them out, cascading market sell orders, reclaim that level, and start pushing in the other direction after whoever had a lot of orders down here got them filled. How could you have realized the big pump right here? Well, so on Tuesday, I couldn't have predicted that this was exactly going to happen. But in the stream on Tuesday, we talked about how this region, we might see a bounce. And so if I was awake, I would have at least taken some partial profit here because this was my TP1, if you will. And then it just so happens that the move away from that level happened so fast. Like it could have been the dump down to here and then slowly grind up, tag this level, and then come back down. It didn't have to happen exactly like that. It did in this scenario, but the reason we could have seen something like that coming is because this was a region that we were expecting some type of a bounce. It happened at the start of the NY session. So yeah, RecProof is good at using sessions where you can expect a trending move in certain sessions. Evolving RR, that's right. Sorry, I'm trying to scan for relevant questions. I think we could go up now, but also I wouldn't be surprised if we come down and take this low. Like maybe now we get a rounded retest, go back to that weekly open, and then come down here, take out those stops, and then go back to the range high. Something like that. I don't typically like to trade too much around the mid-range, but if we do get a move down to around 46.5 or whatever, then I'll be interested in longs. But right now, like I'm very happy with the profit that I made on the short, and I just want to sit out, enjoy life, take a step back and reanalyze some stuff and see where we want to go from there. Do I only trade ranges? No, I don't, but they have helped. Like, I use ranges in my trading a lot, and even in a trending environment, like you can find ranges like the range continuation trade setup that I use a lot. Trader Cause, which time frame do you want to see confirmation before entering a short? So there's no simple answer to this, really. Like, it's not just one specific time frame that I need to see. It's more so like a specific type of price action. And so here, we held above Monday's high. We broke below and then failed to get back above and spent time below the level, rejected it here, had another wick there. And so that can be your trigger for a short. Here we tried to get above but rejected. Here again, more rejections. And so there isn't like one specific time frame that I need to see. I wish it was that simple. Thanks, CJ. We're rocking Christmas lo-fi for the month of December for the culture. I do count Monday as the start of the week. Love the Twitch vibes. Glad to hear that, man. How did I choose that high for the range? That is simply Monday's range. So if we throw on the session breaks, this session right here is Monday. This was the lowest point of the trading day on Monday. This was the highest point of the trading day on Monday. There's more that goes into it than just using Monday's high and low. Like, Monday's range can provide some good insight for the week, but I do use other stuff as well. Rex Proof cost CJ heavy lineup. We got all the fellas here. How do order blocks work? That's not a question for me. I am not the expert. Where should you start learning about trading? A lot of guys stream for free, where you can learn some stuff, and then Crypto Cred has good beginner stuff, and the blog Trading Riot has great beginner stuff as well. So those would probably be my two main ones. Yeah, if you want more order block information, I think Trader Main would be your guy. Yeah. But yeah, I think those are two really good resources for a beginner trader. Why can you not subscribe? I have no idea. Can you help me? Settings, stream, permissions? No. Channel? Why can't people subscribe to my Twitch? Oh, maybe I'm not a Twitch affiliate yet. Oh, I'm almost an affiliate. So I need to stream 5 more times, and I need 8 hours of streaming. Oh my gosh, you only need an average of 3 concurrent viewers, and you need 50 followers. So we're at an average of 225 viewers and 473 followers. So if you guys aren't following yet, oh wait, this says I have 559. All right, well, whatever the case, yeah, I think that's why. Yep, X amount of all that stuff. We're getting close. I think after you have, it's all Recproof's alt accounts. I think after you have your beginner stuff down, also I do think this lo-fi has the crackling, because I hear that. So we're going back to lo-fi girl. I'm sorry. I love Christmas, but I don't want the crackling. Intermediates. I think watching Trader SZ's streams, my streams, Ninja's streams, CBS, Cold Blooded Schiller, I think all those things, watching those streams can help give you a little more knowledge. And then if you want some like more help tailored towards you personally, like there are some paid groups out there. I think Rex Proofs is probably the best one. Hello from Boryoku. We love the dragons. Yeah, Ninja streams a lot. He's a beast. Yeah, PG Pablo. I think for TPO, you need like I dropped the Venmo. You need I forget what it's called. RecProof. What's the website called? Why am I blanking on it? Sierra. Yeah, Sierra and EXO. Those are the two. EXO charts or Sierra charts. Thank you guys. Yeah, the lack of delay on Twitch is pretty awesome. Yes, I am in the Haven. I think it's solid. There's a little bit for everyone, like depending on what your style is. If you trade more like Loma or CBS, you've got them. If you trade more like Pierre with like a moving average and style like that, mean reversion stuff, then they have that. And UB, kind of similar to Loma. CBS is also great to learn from if you want to learn RSI stuff. Most of my RSI knowledge I kind of picked up watching his streams because I was never really an RSI trader. Well, like when I first started, I learned about some of that stuff, but then I was like, you know what? I think I should learn more about I think the most important thing you can do is learn how to read price action, and then you can add some indicators on top of that. But okay, so Ethereum, I posted this in my Discord. It looked a little different than Bitcoin because Monday's high, you can see, it was respected a little differently. Like on Bitcoin, we traded above it, immediately below, retested it down. Whereas on Ethereum, we traded above it here, went below, got back above, and then broke back down again. But one thing I posted in the Discord that I was looking at was that we had this lower time frame range develop right here near Monday's high. And so we broke down below that, and that was kind of the short signal for Ethereum. I didn't take this one. I was just in the Bitcoin short. But that was also a pretty clean setup. We're bouncing here from Monday's mid-range, and I want to say the weekly open is right around here as well, a little higher. Okay, so we're rejecting from the weekly open a little bit. Need to switch everything to show up on a dark background. I can't wait to edit my theme a little bit. That's going to be the most fun part of this stream. Yeah, you definitely could have saved time by reading stuff from Trading Riot. He's awesome. I'm actually going to have him on stream probably next week, I want to say. So we can talk about some of the stuff on Trading Riot. And if you like the way he writes, if you like his content, he does have that trading blueprint, which I think is like $100-something bucks. Maybe he can give you guys a discount code if you tune into the stream next week. And yeah, really, really good content. So because Ethereum has been a bit stronger, I'm not really expecting it to take out Monday's low, even if Bitcoin does, because this is so much closer to it. But I think if Bitcoin reclaims the weekly open, whenever, like it could come down for another leg or whatever, chop around here, do whatever it needs to. But once it comes back above the weekly open, I think we could look for a bounce up towards here. And maybe the low will be in and then we break above and keep going. But I think flipping that general region would provide a nice long opportunity. And you can see that this entire zone has kind of been like the level to watch, right? Resistance here, get that off. Resistance here, weekly open, support, 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 breakdown, resistance, resistance. So if we can get back above that, I'd look for bounces. And even though that range is a little thicker, I think we can zoom in and use the weekly open as kind of our pivot. At what point would have been the good entry on ETH there? Yeah, so if I was trading this on Ethereum, the short probably would have been after this spike right here. I know that range that I drew had this line, but you can kind of see from a closing basis, Monday's high was being respected a little better, you know? And so it broke down here. I know it kind of chopped around, but then this wick up and rejection, and I mean, you guys are probably like, oh yeah, well obviously you're saying that in hindsight because it nuked right after. But really, like, those kind of sweeps are when I get good entries. Like when we took out this high and broke back below, that was like the first sign to me where it's like, okay, we might be topped here. We come down, lose Monday's high, and it's like, all right, now we're losing that support level. And then if we zoom in even more, you could almost say we had a little range develop here. Took out the low, took out the high, and then that could be your short. So yeah, this, like I said, it looks kind of LARPy in hindsight because it's like, yeah, bro, just like sell that last spike before we nuked. But if that wick was here, I mean, like those kind of sweeps really are where I typically would find my entries. So that would have been the most ideal. I wouldn't have put my stop loss at that high. I don't like to play things that tight. I would have had it around that high there, targeting like the mid-range. And honestly, I probably would have closed this trade based on where Bitcoin was at. So you can kind of compare the two and do things that way. Champions, tier, and contenders. I don't even know what that's for. Are we still talking about Abe? I think he just has the blueprint. The blue blend. Blueprint. I don't... There's two types of the blueprint. Oh. Oops. Abe is great though. Oh, okay. They're talking about a different group or something. So I kind of, yeah, we will look at Sol. Usually when I, like, if I get 2R in a week, like, I think of that as a successful week. So I really only need like one trade for me to be like, all right, I feel pretty good about this week. I don't really need to do much else. So this Bitcoin short pretty much does that for me, but I would be interested in a long if it meets the right criteria. But I think what I'm going to try and do on these streams is kind of just tell you guys what my highest conviction play of the week that I'm looking for is. And I think, like, I've done that the last few weeks. And I believe we are 3 for 3 now. but don't quote me on that. I think 1 or maybe 2 for 2. I think 1 was a long on Ethereum. Maybe it was this. No, I think it was this. I don't remember. I really don't. Whatever. But on Tuesday, highest conviction play of the week was this short targeting Monday's low. Didn't quite hit it, but I've closed that already. So, what do I need to see to get long? And then we'll talk about the upcoming NFT mint that I've got my eyes on, that I don't want to tweet about too much, because I want you guys to be able to mint some. Well, I want to be able to mint some. So the long scenario that we're looking for, by the way, thank you guys for all the follows, would be something like this. Break down, take out those lows, break in market structure, like this. Targets, once again, here, here. When we're in a range, and typically we get ranges pretty frequently after huge nukes like this, you can just keep playing it back and forth, right? And then if we get back to 51K, we'll look for shorts. Or maybe it goes a little higher, right? Maybe it comes up here, takes out that high into this level, and then we look for shorts back down. So, like, I don't care which way we go. We can play things in either direction. So the plan for right now, keep playing the range. Look for a sweep of Monday's low and get above. And I don't just want to see like one little wick go just like that. Like, that wouldn't really give me confidence. That would make me think we do something like this. Or maybe even a third drive down, whatever. But I want to see a move below 47K, maybe like the mid 46s, and then reclaim that green level. And then we look for longs. The sweep is important because it takes out stop losses that people have here. All right. Typically Ethereum is a little bit more clean to trade, but right now that at least isn't the case for me. Like, this was a nice rejection on the weekly open that honestly probably could have been a short opportunity. If things do start coming down, I probably wouldn't have taken it, but it's just, you can see price is, we had a bounce here, price is respecting that level. So with that being said though, if Bitcoin does this scenario, pokes down again, reclaims, Ethereum might take out this low. I don't think it would come down here unless we see some major ETH BTC weakness. But then look for it to start flipping some levels. But yeah, I think the plan is a bit more clear on Bitcoin right now. Also, do you guys think that Magic Eden and Bybit logo are a little big? Should I make those a little smaller, or are they good? Make them a little smaller. They're good. Mostly they're goods and a little smaller, so I'll do a tiny bit. Maybe it won't even be too. There we go. That might be a little better. I don't know if you guys can see that because I'm like changing that in Streamlabs. Oh, didn't even notice them. Move them more to the corner. The problem with that though, like then it just kind of looks funky, covering up. Like I like the idea of a blank background behind it, you know. Anyway, so yeah, really clear plan on Bitcoin. So we're kind of just, it's more of a wait and see. The problem with bottom right is that when I do this, it kind of messes it up. And it's like if I have them right here, then when I have this opened, they're right above these numbers. Rect Proof looking for a higher move now. No, yeah, I think from what I saw last, I think he's saying if we bounce here, he'd look to short this hourly supply right on the weekly open. I think that's the one. And yeah, if this doesn't come down and bounces up to here first, if we do something like this, then I'll look for a short down to the equal lows or whatever you want to call them. So like, the plan is to long this. If we bounce right now and reject here, you could look for a short back down to here, but then we're still looking for this same scenario afterwards, which I think is also what Rect Proof is thinking. But yeah, we had a pretty bloody day today, so maybe we get some relief tomorrow. Why are you guys looking at the logo so much? I feel like they jump out at me, kind of. Well, I don't see them on this stream, or this screen. I have them overlaid on Streamlabs, so they like are on my other stream, but I just wanted to check. Probably didn't have to. So Sol also, Sol looks similar to Bitcoin. If it comes down and takes out Monday's low, I will also look for Sol longs because I think it just like lines up like how clean that setup is. So yeah, if Sol, if this, and also, I don't know why talking so hard right now. But also, if Bitcoin drops right now and takes out Monday's low, like I like to fade the direction we take early in the day if it's an like explosive move. And so I'd love to see this just come down straight away in the first few hours of this new daily open or daily candle, and then we can look for some longs, set the low of the day in early. So that's what that would look like here. From a higher time frame perspective, we have some 3-day demand and weekly SR. Oh, the interview with Visualize Alpha. We did talk about that a while ago, and I forgot about it. told him I would get to it and then kind of forgot about it again. So I should actually check on that. Kinky Cupcake with the follow. I don't use RSI too much. Every now and then I'll look at it though. So I would look for some lower time frame like day trades or whatever on Sol if we did this. From a higher time frame perspective, like a swing long, if we come down in here, take out this low, and then get back above that weekly SR, you'll see me saying like bottom is in for Sol right now. You playing any of the OHM forks? I am. I've been staking Galaxy Goggles. I got a really bad entry on it, but I've been staking that since they launched, and it's been doing pretty well. They are paying a insane APY. I think like it's been around 100% every 5 days recently, so that's basically like a double your money every 5 days for as long as it lasts. I haven't played any other ones, just the Galaxy Goggle ones. So yeah, that would be my plan on Sol. High time frame plan right here. Low time frame plan. Like if I was looking for a long today, if this scenario plays out on Bitcoin, which I think it will, then I think you could also get a little Sol exposure as well. And we'll take a look at ETH BTC here in a sec. But yeah, this is really what I'm watching, because this is kind of the last like if I catch along here and we bounce to Monday's high, like I will be thrilled with like a 5-hour week or something like that. Do I think Bitcoin's going to go below 47K? So here's the thing. When I make a plan like this, like it doesn't really matter what I think. But what I look for is if-then scenarios when I trade. If Bitcoin does go below here and then reclaim 47K, then I will look for longs. But if you just say like, hey, do you think this is going to happen? I don't really know, man. Because this could just come straight back up here, and that'd be completely fine. I just wouldn't be in a long. It's all about those if-then scenarios for me. Or that's just how I trade. Makes sense? 5R, so RR, risk to reward, is how you can like determine what you make on a trade. So if I take this trade right here, which I'm not taking this trade like with limit orders, but just as an example, this is a 3.93 risk to reward trade. So you would get 3.93 times what you risked on the setup. So that means if my risk right here, if I get stopped out, I'm risking $5,000. Oops. Oh my gosh. Then a 3.93R risk to reward would give you 19,650. But that's a way, because like people will flex these P&Ls. Like if they say, oh, they made 100K on a trade. What was their risk, right? That's a lot less impressive if they were risking 200K on that trade. If this was their setup, It's like, all right, like, nice. I probably wouldn't have taken that, but to each their own. So risk to reward is a way to, and also it cuts out like the percentage, right? Like this would be a 7.9% bounce for 3.9 R. But if you're taking a trade that looks like this, you only caught a 4.8% move, but you made more money on it because it's a higher multiple of risk to reward. If that's confusing, you can go on YouTube and check out my, what's it called? My risk management guide, risk management tutorial. So, which platform do I use for trading? I use Bybit, as you can see right around here. And for coins that they don't have, I use FTX. So I've got 2 links down below if you'd like to use either of them. But yeah, to me this still just looks like a quick pump off the open. So I'm not really, like, if we pump straight up to here, I'd probably look for some kind of a short because I think this is a magnet for price. But once again, doesn't really matter what I think. Just matters what trades I take. I care more about making money than being right. So whatever happens, this, I could draw that a little better. This is the long setup that I'm looking for. All right. Yeah, Bybit's doing great. They're adding a ton new coins too. I like a lot of Bybit features. Well, if you make money, then you were right. Well, I could say like, hey, I think we're going to 51K. But it bounces to here, and then I short it, and it nukes. Then it's like, well, that prediction, so to speak, wasn't right. But like, you know, you kind of adapt. But I get what you're saying. Yeah, Bybit UI is great. If this move does have some legs and like gets above the weekly open, I think that could be worth a punt. I don't really see anything on Bitcoin that I would want to long unless it takes out Monday's low. Same with Sol. Wouldn't want to long it unless it gets down there. AVAX up 2% on the day, but I mean, I don't, in general, I don't like to enter trades like right when a new daily candle opens. So I'm kind of just sitting out right now. Why is Monday's low so important? I feel like I explained this in every stream, and so I actually posted something. Let me find it. I can't remember if in this stream I go in depth about opens as well as Monday's range. I know I talk about opens in there, but the main idea is that first trading day of the week, anyone who entered a trade in that first day is going to have their stop losses around Monday's high or Monday's low. And so should make a Twitch command, ! Monday, and link it. That's not a bad idea. I can't remember if I talked about it in that stream though. But I wouldn't put bids. No, not for that kind of a setup. I would wait to see the move down below and then wait to see some buyers step in. Gosh, I hate these super long wicks. It just always messes up the orientation of my chart. Because, like, here's another thing. When you look for if-then scenarios like this, if Bitcoin does this, like, I don't care. Because I never would have entered the trade because it never gave me an entry trigger. So it's like I could draw this plan, right, on Twitter, and people, this will happen, and they'll be like, oh, you got wrecked, you know, like whatever the reply guys like to say. But in reality, like, there's no chance I'm entering a long in general if this happens. So I would much rather wait, see if it takes that out. Maybe it consolidates for a little bit down here and then breaks back above. That's my entry once it gets back above. But first I want to see the move below, and then I want to see us get back above. Sometimes I'll leave bids, but not on this type of a setup. AVAX is going. I hope AVAX moons. I have a lot of AVAX alts. Thoughts on Apex PA? I don't really have thoughts on Apex PA because I'm not sure how well TA works on a 5 mil market cap coin. I still have my Apex. I have GG, Galaxy Goggle, and Galaxy Goggle has already built up 11 mil in their treasury. And I know some of that money is going to be used to help pump Apex. So I am hanging on to my Apex, but I don't really like, I don't do TA on it. 3-3, that's right. I'm tracking these three, BNB, Luna, and Matic. I don't see anything for them right now, but I think if we do get a bounce, those three will have some strength. So if that starts to happen, I'll look for setups there, but I don't see anything at the moment. Here's that FTX trade that I was in for like a year before it finally stopped me out. So honestly, it felt kind of good to get stopped out because I was like, I'm so done with this trade. But yeah, I mean, guys, here's the thing. Some traders watch a ton of coins and they like it, like they operate well that way. Not so much for me. Like, I'd rather have a couple high conviction setups that I'm looking for, and I execute on those, make my money, take money from the market, get out, and don't like get married to some coin pumping. Don't like just get in, get out. I mean, that's obviously different with spot, but that's my approach to leverage trading. We're about to hit 600 followers. Twitch is pretty cool. Felt good to get stopped out. Who do I like more, CZ or Sam? I would say Sam. I've made a lot more money on Sol than I have on BNB, so. How do you split your spot and trading stacks? Is it a percentage or random? So this is kind of complicated, and I think it's different for every person. I have some spot bags that I don't really touch. I have some spot like in Bybit and in FTX that I'll swap in and out of spot and manage that a little bit more, whereas other spot bags I like won't touch them at all. The percentage obviously changes a lot. Like if I'm absolutely killing it on the leverage trading front and we're just in a range, then that grows in percentage compared to the spot. But remember that there's like we have leverage for a reason, and you don't need that much collateral to trade to trade leverage. Like if you have 100K, you risk $500 per trade or 1K per trade, you don't really need more than 10, 15, 20K if you take a lot of setups in your leverage account, and you can still enter those same types of trades. So, yeah, like there's a lot of different ways to look at it. I don't trade FX. I am still bullish on the geckos. I would say pay attention to the geckos the next like 2 to 3 weeks, or don't check the geckos price for the next 2 to 3 weeks, and I think it will be a lot higher than it is in 2 to 3 weeks. Do you look for confluence on the BTC charts at all? Haven't noticed you doing it much. What exactly do you mean? Like if I was in a Ethereum short, when I was in this Bitcoin short, I would have closed the Ethereum one here because of how Bitcoin looked, if that's what you mean by confluence. The geckos are the Galactic Geckos Space Garage. I can pull them up on Magic Eden if you'd like. But yeah, I do think it's time for some brief NFT talk. These are the geckos. Oh, hold up. Let me hide these tags now that we're doing other stuff. I'm a big fan of the geckos. I am a huge fan of the dragons. I don't think there's a project I'm more bullish on than the dragons right now. Their team is absolutely unbelievable. Neon Floor is 50. The dragons are crazy. That team is out of their mind. Yeah, well, a gecko kind of is a lizard, my guy. Or is it an amphibian? No, I think a gecko is a... I'm not a huge fan of the Tayo robotics. I mean, they're literally doing everything exactly like the dragons did. Like, even their first legendary, like, had the exact same mutant eyes as the dragon's legendary. We talked about plush pandas a lot in my Discord. I have no idea what happened. I mean, apparently the researchers left, even though they said they would be there or something. Yeah, I'm thinking about sweeping the gecko floor a little bit, to be honest. But I was looking to buy some more dragons, so I have offers in a few of these. That one's not mine. Where'd my offers go? Oh, that one's one of mine. Very bullish on the dragons. They are a cross-chain. I am more bullish on the Boryoku dragons than SMBs for sure. These guys have already bought Sandbox Land. They have already hired a gaming studio. It's crazy. Yeah, Monkey Kingdom, I saw that today. The royalties. These guys are charging a 15% artist royalty. Crazy. But I mean, yeah, it was an L that I missed out on those. It should be criminal for sure. This is starting to get rejected a little bit. So, the project that I'm minting this weekend, they haven't announced the specific time yet, but I've heard it will be this weekend, is the Zillas. They've got a lot of hype recently. Soul Big Brain tweeted about them today, and they got another like 500 people in the Discord or something like that. A lot of people are talking about them. A lot of people like the cute looking pixel art. They do have a lot of the good buzzwords in their roadmap. Okay, now stop talking about it. That's okay. There's only 190 people here still. I think some people leave after they see the... Oh yeah, I do want to play with the theme a little bit after we look at the Zillas briefly. But yeah, Dragon's super impressed with what they're doing. I have not seen a team execute like that ever. I don't know why this is taking forever to load. So some people say the green and red contrast isn't the best. And so I might try and see if there's something that looks a little better. Will this load? So there's 4 different breeds. 4 mysterious races, they say. I have one of my wallets that's public, and I have some dragons in there. I mean, I've probably posted other wallets before, but people don't really pay that close of attention. So they have Zillas, which I think is like a lizard kind of Godzilla, something like that. Catzilla, Dogezilla, Monkeyzilla. It's kind of like a tribute to other projects. Just making sure you're safe. Thanks, man. I mean, I don't think people can really do much with a wallet address. I hold all my stuff on a ledger, so good luck. Rarity, blah, 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 blah. They will have breeding. 3D voxels will be pretty cool. A game in the future. So like, I don't know. You've got a lot of the buzzwords. They're gaining a lot of hype. At the very least, I think they would be a very successful post-mint flip. So, the mint price is 1 sol. That's kind of funny. You click mint, it says not yet. Their Twitter is at Zilla's NFT, and then there's a Discord link in there too. 1 sol mint price, yeah. Can I use white up and red down? White up and gray down? Oh no, I'm messing this up. It hasn't minted yet, so it's minting this weekend. So that's why I'm telling you guys about it. There's 2,424 of them. White up, red down. Saga QX, sure you can. White and blue. I feel like a lot of people use white and blue. What do I think the floor will hit for a flip? I don't know. I think you could get a green and green. I mean, I don't think like 3-4 sol is that crazy. How's that look? Does that work? Do I have gecko targets? Not really. I just ride. Is this bad? Terrible? Okay. It's a little hard to see, isn't it? What if it was more of a gray? No, that's worse. How's this? Oh man. You know, What's stream dark versus dark? Oh, my wicks are a different color. See you, man. Have a good one. Blue and red? That's what you guys do? What kind of a blue? I just feel like then I have too many colors. Maybe I'll be sticking with green and red. But do we like green and red wicks? Yeah, exporting themes would be cool. 809. Oh, okay, I missed here. Is this for up candles or down candles, Saga? Wait, what did you say it was? 809. 809 BF1. It's kind of a clean blue, I'm not gonna lie. Hold on, let's get these wicks. White. Oh, those are the down. Oops. Add. Okay. Wait, but other way around. That's not bad. Is that bad? I feel like this blue is kind of nice on the eyes, I'm not gonna lie. Saga. Soul Wallet recommendations. Does the white look super bright? Do I need to make that chill? That should do. I think my wicks used to be that color too. Yeah, any Soul Wallet recommendations? Definitely Phantom. Actually, is this white worse? This might be a little worse. Oh, much better? Uh-oh. It's kind of a pastel vibe. Red up is kind of weird in my head, though. Red up is funky to look at. Alright. We might rock with this for a little while. So if you're still here, in summary, high conviction Bitcoin play is along like that. Same with Soul. Something similar right here. And I think that's... You know what I just realized with this color scheme theme? It kind of goes with the blue in the electro. What the F is beige? Green up and beige down. Let's just see what it looks like. Let's see what it looks like. How do I do it again? Oh, plus. It does look pretty chill, but I feel like they blend together. Oh, it might be because of my borders. Oh, did I change those? No, this should be a little darker. Alright, Saga. You've got a color theme named after you. I think I like this background color. It's not like a pitch black. Chill the guy, only bad names left. A good red. Oh yeah, I could kind of block that out, huh? Carlos XBT. Hey, we're getting a nice little bounce here. Okay, so this is the long plan, right? But if we do get around here, I probably look for another short. Also, how clutch was that 47,700 short exit? I mean, this might roll right over, but we'll see what happens. I'm not like FOMOing into a long or anything like that though. Like, I'm happy if we pump because I hold spot, but I'm not jumping into this. Alright, guys. I think that's going to do it for me. Are the plans clear for everyone? Just daily open things? Yeah. I mean, low key. We'll see what happens. I mean, you could look for a long if this flips the weekly, but I don't really want to force it. Like, that wouldn't be a bad trade. But also, like I said, I don't really want to force it. And for me to be convinced that it's an actual breakout and not just like a fake out, I would want to see like a move to up here and then see it like hold, spend time above the weekly open, not just something like this. And then you enter your long and then it just does this. So, I don't know, kind of tricky. Can I show you how to find the weekly open? Sure, man. Switch your chart to a weekly. And then when you hover over a candle, well, there's two ways to do it. See how it says open, high, low, close up here, OHLC? If you hover over this candle, you can see the open is 4,199.2. So you could do it like that. Or let's say we want the open of this white candle right here. You put your magnet on and you just put it at the bottom. We can see in the top left it says the open is 3,225.15. If we click that guy on there with the magnet on, pulls to it, and here you go, we got 3,225. Same exact thing works for the daily, the monthly, whatever you want to do. So I don't really trust this pump, but I would need it to go higher for me to want to short it. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, because it's happened at the daily open, I don't love it. Pump a little higher though, might give us a opportunity, but also like, I don't know. I'm just sitting out for a little bit. I've already made enough profit on that short this week for me to be like content. So that helps me from rushing into anything else. We're up to 610 followers. Been streaming almost an hour and a half, so I think I'm going to call it a day. If I missed your question, I apologize. I will be streaming again on Tuesday. Oh, yeah. If you guys are still here, I'll post a Discord link really quick. Because as I say in every stream, if you tune into the streams, I think you deserve to be in the Discord. So there you go. There's a Discord invite. Appreciate all the support. Appreciate all the follows. And you still have a Twitch Prime sub? Yeah, so I need to stream a couple more times, total of 8 hours, but we'll probably get there like in a week or something. Or maybe I'll stream an extra time this weekend. Try and get those hours in there. But appreciate that. Only bad names. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.